What's going on? Welcome back, everybody. Gamecock Chuck back with another video for you guys. Hey, make sure you guys are liking, sharing, commenting, but most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribing to this channel, helping this channel grow. I really appreciate each and every one of you. This ain't gonna be no rant video. Gamecock Chuck's at peace. I'm calm. I've had a couple days, to dissect that embarrassment that went on inside Williams-Brice Stadium Saturday night with the loss to in-state rival Clemson. I know my prediction was way off. I don't know why I felt like the Gamecocks could go out there and put up a strong performance against a Clemson Tiger team that has a real good defense. I don't know why I did that or why I said that, but I guess I just had faith in Coach Beamer, faith in the offense, Spencer Rattler, and I was let down again. So it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm calm. We've got basketball coming up, men's, women's. We've got baseball coming up down the line as well. So plenty of other opportunities to get, I guess, disappointed. Maybe, I don't know. But I am excited for what Coach Parrish, Coach Staley is doing with the basketball programs, and looking forward to seeing what Coach Kingston has in store for the baseball team. But this ain't a baseball video or basketball video. This is about football. Saturday night, like I said, the season finally came to an embarrassing end. Kind of like the way the season started, in my opinion. We went up to Charlotte and played a North Carolina team that, in my opinion, just flat out, I don't think was really that good. And we ended up crapping the bed there in Charlotte and got embarrassed, got blown out of the stadium. Almost like Saturday night, we come in there, in-state rival, big-time matchup, a loud, rowdy, hostile crowd for the Tigers. Probably over 80,000 people in the stands, or right at close to that. I don't think they said it was a sellout, but it looked pretty packed and rowdy. The student section, Coach Shane Beamer basically called them out, told him he wanted them to stay for the whole game, and they did. They obliged him. Gamecock Nation turned out loud, rowdy, right from the jump, and we didn't get rewarded for the hostile crowd, for the environment that we provided Saturday night, the electric atmosphere that we provided Saturday night. So I don't know where the Gamecocks are going from here. Got a lot of, Shane Beamer, Coach Beamer has got a lot of things he needs to address in this offseason. Perhaps hit the portal real hard for some talent, some D1 talent, some talent that can play at the Power 5 level. Okay, quit messing around with all these players that we're taking a chance on, we're taking a risk on, okay? Go after some players that have some D1 experience and Power 5 level experience, because we need that. We need that. It's very important for Shane Beamer and his legacy, his career at South Carolina, if he wants to, I guess, be coaching there at a place that he says so much that he loves. It's very valuable this offseason that he corrects some things going forward. And I'm talking about defensively, offensive line, running back needs. I mean, there's a lot of question marks on this team. It's very, very important that he addresses them this offseason. If he wants to stay coaching in South Carolina like he says he does. So, but going back to the game, South Carolina offensively put together one drive in the whole game, one drive, and that was like an 81 yard touchdown drive in the first quarter. Outside of that, South Carolina had no offense, just like the Kentucky game. No offense in the second quarter, no offense in the third quarter. Managed to put together some in the fourth quarter, but was never able to threaten Clemson to get down into the red zone. Or if we crossed midfield, it wasn't very often. I can't even remember. But we didn't put together any kind of drives to put fear in Clemson, to get in the red zone, to give any chance of even scoring, even field goals. We didn't even have a chance to get in range to get field goals. The offensive line was getting blown up by Clemson defense, And, Clemson has a real stellar and very potent defense. They've always had a pretty solid defense here lately. The front four wreaked havoc on us, was getting to Spencer Rattler. Rattler was always, scrambling, getting out of the pocket. Found himself knocked down on his backside a whole lot. So the offensive line didn't help Rattler Saturday night. Wide receiver wise, Leggett, he got 68 yards on 6 catches, but he didn't get no touchdowns. Running game, kind of like it's been all year, pretty much non-existent. We ended up with like 57 yards rushing as a team. Mario had like 36, 37, somewhere around there, about mid-30s as far as on the ground. That's about it. From an offensive standpoint, Rattler, he threw for like 112 yards, 1 interception, no touchdown. The lone touchdown we got was on a trick play, the Philly special. Or that's what it looked like it was supposed to be. But Clemson played it real well, and they guarded Spencer Rattler. But Luke Doty improvised and was able to manage to get it in the end zone from 1 yard out. And that was our lone score tonight. So outside of that, the night was pretty abysmal. The play calling looked, I don't know how to explain it. It just didn't seem like a very good game plan going into the game. It seemed pretty predictable, very vanilla, very plain. So, and I'm not a football coach or nothing, but to me, I was shaking my head a lot during the game. And a lot of fans around me were shaking their heads at the offensive play calling, the offensive performance. So things need to change there as well. Now I'm going to switch gears, talk about South Carolina's defense. A lot of fans out there are praising the defense about how good they played, how well they played Saturday night. Gamecock Chuck is not one of them. I'm not praising that defensive performance at all. And I'll tell you why. I was in the stadium and I watched the game, and many times, South Carolina got off the field basically because Clemson couldn't convert a third down based on passing. Cade Klubnik, in my opinion, is not really that accurate, that good of a quarterback. He missed a lot of wide open guys. The receivers dropped a lot of balls on third down. They were running wide open, and they just couldn't convert. So to sit here and say that the defense played great, played well, was on point, to praise them, I'm not doing that. They played okay at best. They did have some good third down plays. They did get to the quarterback a couple times, put some pressure on Cade, but they didn't play to the level that they should be playing this time of year, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Like I said, Clemson, they converted almost 50% of the third downs. If you want to get into a statistical talk about the defense, you give up almost 50% of the third downs. That's not good. Shipley, Maffa, and Klubnik, they ran for over 200 yards on the ground. I guess the only thing you can hang your hat on or give compliments to the defense was, Klubnik only had 100 yards passing. But, is that really the defense, or is that just a lack of, like I said earlier, lack of completing passes and the wide receivers dropping the ball? I don't know. But anyway, we did manage to get 1 interception. That was in my opinion, that was a bright spot of the defense. Nicky Minori came up with came up with an interception in the end zone for a touchback. Outside of that, I don't know what else to say about the defense. There was some good plays by a couple people out on defense. Even Minori played pretty good. The defensive line played okay. But like I said, the defense didn't play as good as they probably could have. So it is what it is. So where does South Carolina go now? Where does South Carolina go now in this offseason, now that we got the season over with? It finally came to an end. What do we do? What does Shane Beamer do? Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think he should do. Does he need to evaluate the staff and make changes there? Does he? What does he do there as far as the staff? We know he needs to hit the portal. He needs to hit the portal, and he needs to address a lot of areas of concern for the Gamecocks. The offensive line, we need help on the offensive line. We need some D1, Power 5 level players, okay? I'm tired of all these experimental group of 5, FCS level players that we bring in here, okay? We need some D5, some D1, Power 5 level players to bring in, okay? We need that on the offensive line. The defense needs some talent. Where do we go? Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know. I don't know, but if Shane Beamer doesn't figure it out, if he don't get it straightened out, I hate to say it. I like the guy. I think it's a good opportunity. I think it's a good opportunity for him to do good at South Carolina. He's slowly losing some of the fan base, and I fear that he could lose a lot if he don't change things going forward into the 2024 season, and put together a good, solid recruiting class, bring in some good portal players, evaluate his staff, possibly make changes, whatever he needs to do. But if things don't look better in 2024, things could be pretty hot on Shane Beamer's seat. And that's just Gamecock Chuck talking. I don't have any inside information, nothing, but that's just my opinion, my thoughts on it. And that's what this video is all about. But thankfully, the season is finally over. We'll go into the off season, see what happens, and look forward to another year next year, 2024 season. And hopefully it'll be better than this year, but we shall see. But anyway, make sure you guys are liking, sharing, commenting, and most importantly, subscribing to this channel. And until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Gamecock Chuck, I'm out. Go Gamecocks.